Guess what, sexy? You have mail.
Got a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton here. It's like brand new. Runs really good. The belt's so nice and tight on this thing, it likes to move when I try and fire it up until it warms up and then it slips. Really nice and low. I'm just going to go on that mini bike there. We just put new ape hanger handlebars on there. The seat, got to weld it, put new shocks. It's going to have highway pegs on it. So that engine is going to go right on there. I'm going to go get a clutch and a chain for it today. And I got to do some welding. Get that chair welded on there. Get these highway bars put on here real good. They'll be like this. Nice and wide. Keep you away from the engine and stuff. Check out the shocks. They're cold as hell, eh? Put these nice handlebars on there. It's got a twist grip throttle. That'll be pretty cool, man. Five horsepower Briggs. Gotta love them Briggs engines, eh? Well, we started working on the mini bike yesterday, and thought I'd have it up and running right away yesterday, but ran across just a couple of problems. One was that the wheel here had a bunch of washers, as you see laying on the floor there, for spacers to go between the sprocket and the A-arm, or the rear swing arm. But what it did was basically touch the sprocket, causing friction. And looking it over, I knew something was missing. So we found a round piece of steel that was just real close to the diameter, fitting over top of it to also slide down in behind the sprocket and touch onto the bearing that's on the inside of the wheel like it was supposed to. So we had to make one out of a, you see it up on the wall there, that one end is just a little bit shorter there. Used to come down and touch that. That's a I think it's for putting tulips or something in, planter. Anyway, it wasn't quite the right diameter, but the thinness of the steel was perfect to use. So I ended up using the side cutter, or the grinder there, cutting a slit down the face of it, able to squeeze it down to the diameter needed, fit right in there, and was able to make it work, so now it rolled freely. Then we went to put the engine in, found out that the engine mounts that were on here were incorrect, so I had to use a grinder, get them up. Now I've got the motor positioned pretty much where it needs to be for welding. Then we went ahead and did the exhaust. I got a piece of straight pipe that comes straight out the back. Sounds like a little Harley when it's running. Got the highway pegs welded on. Right now pretty much working on a throttle, and once I get the throttle cable and everything figured out, I'll start working with getting the motor all done and in the right spot. But to do that, I've got to get this all welded with the new bigger sprocket on, which will make the bike go a whole lot faster. And once I get that sprocket on, then I can go ahead and line up the chain, make sure the motor's in the correct position, and go from there. We should be riding this fucker later on today. I think that'd be fun as hell. Rides really comfortable. The seat, as you can see, sits back further, and with the highway pegs and the ape hangers, it rides like a big motorcycle. And it sounds like a Harley too. I fired up right now, but I think we ran out of gas playing with it last night, so I'll get some gas, throw it in there, and then I'll maybe take a video later on of us running it at least, so I can show you that. We're probably going to end up putting a slow-moving vehicle sign on the back of the seat here. Seat flips down, it's got a nice backrest. We were going to put a little gas tank on there, but because of the motor where it sits, it didn't work. So, we'll see what else we can do.